Hello, always loving. Thank you so much for tuning in. I trust that you're doing well. This is early morning for most of the northern hemisphere. Okay, this is early morning for most of the northern hemisphere. Okay, but I did want to get in not just another psychic investigation read, but I also wanted to speak with, okay, this collective that tunes in. Okay, doing great. Okay. I also wanted to just speak, resonate, and connect with. Okay. Those of you that are up early enough. Okay. I am having a great day. Okay. It is a great day. It is currently 6:26 in Ho Chi Minh City in the evening. That's Vietnam, formerly Saigon. I am doing very well, and yeah, okay. Just wanted to connect with you before we get ready for our alchemist class, okay, that will be conducted via Zoom, okay, and yeah, so I am, I am, mm-hmm. Yeah, I am unicorn energy. I am. All right. That is a crystal. Okay, that is a black tourmaline crystal. Okay, okay. It has gold-looking flakes in it as well. Black tourmaline. Okay, that is what's on my crown. Okay. So I've had a very absorbent energy today. Again, I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is formally, the formal name of that is Saigon. Okay, it used to be known as Saigon. Today, on maps, it is known as Ho Chi Minh City. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And I've been enjoying my travels and journeys, okay, through Southeast Vietnam, okay, since May 5th of 2025. Okay, I have first arrived in my first city, okay, on 5/5. 5/5 is a 25. Okay, so thank you so much. Welcome in, Tracy. Welcome into this collective. I do expect, okay, narcissistic, egotistical energy to show their face, okay, on this channel. I do expect that. I expect narcissistic, egotistical, antagonistic, gaslighting type of energy to show their face in this energy, okay? That is part of the reason why you are here, okay? Divine beings, that is part of the reason why you are here, okay? So yeah, all right. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru, and you are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators. I am a very high vibrational empath, okay? So I pick up on energies, I pick up on auras, I pick up on that, okay? I do want to give a public shout out and notification that I received to Tanisha Jefferson. Tanisha Jefferson. Okay? I dated a Tanisha briefly, very briefly, okay, before I went into the military in the United States of America. I served in the United States Army from 1995 to 2003. Okay? 8 years. 8 years I served in the United States Army. But before my going into the military, when I was really walking in darkness, okay, I did not know who I was. I did not understand who I was. Before that, I dated a Tanisha. I dated a Tanisha. And Tanisha, okay, whose last name at that time was Bagley. Any and everything that I say, even if it sounds like a mistake. So if I say Scorpio, and then I'm like, oh, nope, I meant Taurus, okay? I still meant Scorpio, okay? Because I allow divine source to speak through me freely and flow through me like water. And so I dated a Tanisha Bagley, okay, who went to high school with Alonzo Mourning, the former NBA center of the Orlando or the Charlotte Hornets and the Miami Heat, okay? Orlando, okay? Okay, in Orlando while I was in Orlando, Florida. So Tanisha, Bagley, Alonzo, and Mourning. Any of those names could resonate for your journey. So I wanted to come on very quickly before I go into the next whatever it is, okay, that I am to share. All right. And so it is 6:33, okay, 6:33 here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And so the next journey of what I am to share is going to be on esoteric guidance, extraterrestrial, earth angel. The next thing that I will be sharing, that is a shadow banned channel. YouTube employees have shadow banned that channel. Okay, that was my first channel here on YouTube. But on that channel, or give me a moment, let me delete this individual, okay? Or at least on YouTube. Let me not say on that channel. On YouTube, I will be going live at 10 a.m. and we will be continuing our journey through the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua, the Christ, okay? Many beings on this planet, they falsely call them Jesus. That is not their name, okay? Jesus, the name Jesus started to be used after translations in the 17th century, late 16th century, and into the 17th century. Okay? Anyone who has a blue-eyed, blonde-haired Jesus image in their house, on their walls, or what have you, they need to be eliminated because Jesus is not their original name. Their original name is Arabic or Aramaic. Their original name is Issa, I-S-A. That is Arabic. That is Arabic. Okay? They are not Latin. They are not Latin. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Red Violet. We've been getting Violet out here for a long time. The energy of Violet. We've been getting out here for a very, very, very long time. Red Violet. Thank you so much for tuning in. And so I am on schedule, as if you will. Okay. My name is Nehru. Okay. Nehru. Nehru. Okay. And that is Indian, that name's origin. Nehru. Okay. Indian, the first prime minister of India, the first prime minister of India is Jawaharlal Nehru. Jawaharlal Nehru. You can look it up. Okay. Google it. First prime minister of India. Let's go ahead and look it up. For those of you who doubt, for those of you who have questions, for those of you, okay, who are tuning in for the first time. First prime minister of India. Okay. So I will show you this. Okay. So that you know. Okay. Okay. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the first prime minister of India. Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay. So okay. So that name was given to me, passed down to me from my grandmother in the 3D, okay, who is from India. India. Okay. So Nehru, someone asked me, what's my name? Nehru. Nehru is my name. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. 127. Okay. I like numbers. I like numerology. And so, yeah, it's rare that I am on at this time of the day. It's rare that I am on at this time of day, but I am on specifically because at the typical time that I would be on doing a psychic investigation read or psychic investigation confirmation, I will be doing something else on a different channel. Okay? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? And so, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the energy. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into the energy. For those of you who are tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? For those of you who are needing proof, okay? For those of you who are needing proof about who I am, I've already mentioned the name Nehru. I was born on the 333rd day of the year, 333 day of the year in 1974. That is the last lunar eclipse. That is feminine energy. Lunar is feminine. Solar is masculine. I was birthed during the last feminine energy eclipse of 1974. 1974. Okay? I appreciate you for saying no proof needed, but some do, believe it or not. Some do. Okay? They need the synchronicity, okay, for confirmation or what have you. All right. But yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what it is that Divine Source wants to confirm for you. I will remind us, as always, that there are 197 countries on this planet, and there are 8.4 billion with a B, there are 8.4 billion beings on this planet. So, of course, not everything that I say will resonate for you directly. I use the cards merely as a confirmation, okay? These cards are used merely as a confirmation, okay? That's all that it is a confirmation, okay? Just like pictures, just like images, just like birthdays, okay? They are used merely as a confirmation. So I can tell you that I was born on the 333rd day of the year, but if I show you my birth certificate and it says 11/29/74, which breaks down to 11/11/11, then you will know for a fucking fact that I was born on the 333rd day of the year, and 11/29/74 breaks down to 11/11/11. So you will have no fucking doubt that I am who I say that I am. So you want to know why I use cards? I use them for the exact same reason, so that there is no doubt and additional confirmation as to who I am. Okay? So, thank you for answering. Thank you for asking. Okay? Thank you for asking. Okay? Yeah. I know that. Okay? I know that. Okay? And in fact, okay, I will even take it a step further, okay, and say that the original year was 10 months and not 12 months, okay? So someone's trying to show you up, okay? Someone, collective, empresses, emperors, okay? Someone's trying to show you up, okay? So I will tell you for a fucking fact that the original year was 10 months and not 12 months. Man added January and February, but March 1 was the original, 3/1 was the original first day of the year. Okay? So, to the karmic ass motherfuckers that think they're gonna show you up, collective, okay? Healers, earth angels, extraterrestrials, to the karmic ass motherfuckers that think they're gonna show you up, okay? Let them know. Let them know. Okay? Okay? So, yeah, yeah, March is the original first month of the year. March is the original first month of the year, not January. So, again, yeah. Yeah. The original year starts March 1st. March 1st, okay? Also, our first retrograde, Mercury retrograde confirmation. Our first Mercury retrograde starts February 26th. 2/26 begins our first Mercury retrograde. If you read books, okay, canonical text outside of the Bible, okay, let me go ahead and get your name, okay, because I might need to block your stupid ass, okay. All right? Facetious, okay, or whatever the fuck you call your name, okay? If you read canonical text beyond the Bible, your dumbass will find out, okay, that the original year was only 10 months, okay? You keep fucking around, and I have no problem deleting your dumbass off my fucking channel and out of this live. So keep it up, fuckwad. Keep it up, dumbass. Keep it up. Keep it up, okay? Keep it up, okay? I have no problem kicking motherfuckers off my channel and blocking them for the rest of their fucking natural life here on this planet. So you can laugh, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but I want you to know where you've come to, so you can continue to be used by the devil and by the demons and by the reptilian energy. Okay? You can. So laugh all you want to. I'm giving your ass 60 seconds. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. And at that point, I'm going to remove your ass from this fucking channel. Okay? Okay? Doesn't matter to me, okay? Doesn't matter to me. Those who are divinely guided here understand and hear what I have to say, okay? If you are a karmic ass narcissist, okay, antagonist, gaslighter, okay, then your ass will be kicked out. It's real simple. Then your ass will be kicked out. It's real simple, okay? And your 30 seconds is up. Your 60 seconds, it's up. Goodbye, dumbass, okay? Goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Okay? Exactly, okay? The one who said don't feed the vampire, exactly, okay? Just cut their ass off, okay? Just cut their ass off. Anyone who calls me Denzel Washington is deleted from this channel, so I'm going to give you 30 seconds. The one who called me Denzel Washington just now, I'm going to give your stupid ass 30 seconds. You can exit by yourself, or you can get kicked out in the ass with the spiritual boot. I'm going to give your ass 30 seconds. Now you have 25. 25 seconds. Now you have 18 seconds. Now you have 13 seconds. Okay? To the one who called me Denzel, now you have 7 seconds to take your ass out, okay? Spiritual suicide, or I'll kick your ass out myself. Now you have 2 seconds. And your time is up. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? All right. So, I am just shuffling tarot, okay, and shuffling esoteric messages, divine messages here in the stack. Again, I see that we have 34 in the room and 12 likes. 34 in the room and 12. 34 and 12. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Again, I am typically not on this early in the morning, okay, or at this time. But because I have another obligation, spiritual obligation, okay, at 10 a.m., I will be doing some other things, okay? If you would like to be a part of our alchemy class, that is going to be conducted via Zoom at 10 p.m. today, February 22nd. At If you would like to be a part of that, please send an email to nehruptah@gmail.com. nehruptah, and in the subject heading, just put alchemy class, okay? That is conducted via Zoom, okay? Because I need to see your face. I need to know that you are who you say that you are, okay? And you are not some karmic ass. So, if you would like to be a part of that Zoom, you will need to download the Zoom app onto the device that you will be watching or listening on in order to be a part of that. Okay, we have some, I don't know, 20, 30 people that will be a part of that class. Confirmation. If you would like to be a part of that class, send me an email. Okay? Looking at a couple of messages here in the stack, I will show you what the stack means. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for saying hello. Thank you so much for saying hello. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in at this time. Okay? We have Samuel is a thief, money or of business, money ideas. Samuel is a thief. Samuel is a thief of money or business ideas. We have a fake love offer, okay? A fake love offer. And we have Finny, or Phoebe. Finny can be spelled with a PH, PHINNEY, or FINNEY, or Phoebe, PHOEBE, Phoebe. I'm going to show you these three cards on the top of the stacks. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. It is unusual that we are on at this time of the day. So, here you are, collective. Okay. Investigators, PIs, CIA, DEA, FBI, all investigative agencies on all 197 countries. This channel was created for you. Okay? Investigators and judges, I encourage you to meditate on your cases. Okay? To meditate on your cases. Okay? Gonna go ahead and sit these out here. Something about pack your bags. You could be getting ready to travel. You could be traveling, okay? Alone or with others. Thank you so much for tuning in. Juicy love. Juicy love. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Again, all names, okay? In and everything. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Juicy love. Confirmation horn honks here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. There is no such thing as a coincidence. All right. So, divine source, where would you have us go? Okay. Again, our most recent public subscriber is Tanisha Jefferson. Tanisha Jefferson. Okay. I dated a Tanisha, I don't even know, 35 years ago, 33 years ago, 30 something years ago. I dated a Tanisha before I went into the United States Army. I am a U.S. veteran. I served 8 years from 1995 to 2003. But before that, I dated a Tanisha briefly, and she was a stripper. She was a stripper at that time. Tanisha, I want to say she was maybe 6 to 8 years older. Okay, 6 to 8 years older. And she had a daughter, a young daughter who was 5 at that time. Okay, when I dated her, again, it was a very brief, okay, situation. And there is something about the imperial table. Oh, my pleasure, okay? My pleasure. Any and everyone, okay, who benefited or benefits from men and women who voluntarily write a blank check, as in they serve their country honorably, okay? They write a blank check, you're worth it. In my case, that was the United States Army this lifetime. You're worth it, okay? It doesn't matter if you're karmic, okay? You're worth it. I'm glad for my service. I'm glad I was able to defend the freedoms, or so-called freedoms, as they call them. Okay? All right? So, someone is asking a question. How did I end up in Vietnam? Okay? So, I began my Job experience in 2023. My Job experience, giving everything away that I had earthly owned, all of my material possessions. I gave all of that away. I owned a Mercedes S-Class. That's the big ass boy. Okay? I owned a Mercedes S-Class. That's the big ass boy. Okay? A step under the Maybach. Okay? Then I owned a touring motorcycle, a Kawasaki Voyager. Okay? That is the touring motorcycle. Again, that is the big ass motorcycle. Okay? Luggage rack on the back, luggage rack on the right, luggage rack on the back, on the left. Okay? All right? I gave all of that away, furniture, business, equipment, everything. I set it out on the lawn and placed it on Facebook and was like, come and get it. Just take it away. Okay? Because I work. Thank you so much. You say you appreciate me. Thank you so much. I woke up one day, okay, and I do enjoy country music, okay? I love country music, okay? And I woke up one morning and Divine gave me the song, Just Give It Away. Just give it away, okay? There ain't nothing in this house worth fighting over, okay? And we're both tired of fighting anyway. Listen to me spiritually. Just give it away. Okay? So Divine guided me to just give it away. Just give everything that you own away, much like Job in the religious book, the Bible, much like Job, I just gave everything away. Okay? Again, set it out on the lawn and just put it on Facebook, Marketplace. Come and get it. Don't ask me what's here. You drive your ass by here and you see what's here. And if there's anything here, golf clubs. I am a pretty big golf fan. Okay. Divine was like, just set it out there. Marble table, desk, everything. Okay. I was a tax accountant for 13 years or in that field. I was a accounting manager. I've been a bookkeeper. Okay, I've owned my own tax and accounting firm, okay, in America, specifically Florida, okay? So, Divine guided me to give all of that away, okay? And so I did. And so, after I gave everything away when I was in Florida, Divine said, rent a truck, take you and your fur baby. I had a Cane Corso. Her name was Sadie. Okay. I like big dogs. I like big dogs, spiritually and physically. I like big dogs. Okay. I like spiritual beings that aren't afraid of their spiritual journey. I like big dogs. I like big dogs. Okay. So I like Cane Corsos. I like Borbals. Okay. I like Rottweilers. Okay. I like big dogs. So, I had a Cane Corso at that time whose name was Sadie, okay? And I got her from a breeder in Jacksonville, Florida. And her and I traveled. We didn't know where we were going to end up. Well, we ended up in Tucson, Arizona. Tucson, Arizona. Confirmation and confirmation and we ended up in Tucson, Arizona, and I only ended up there because the time on the rental truck had ran out. So I needed to turn the truck in. So I stopped in the nearest city where I was, and I turned the truck in. Okay? And I had to release her. Okay? She has since been adopted by some other family. Okay? I hope that she's doing well. Again, she's a fur baby. Okay? And if she hasn't ascended, okay, and left this physical earth, I hope that she's doing well. But that is how I ended up And then from there, from Tucson, I was there for a year and a half, answering the question of how did I end up in Vietnam. From there, I was renting an RV for a year and a half, gang stalking, okay? Someone stole clothes from a laundromat that I was wearing, okay? Gang stalking, okay? At the park that I would go to, okay? Gang stalking. And so ultimately, I ended up leaving that place. Okay, the names Aaron and Gail are significant. Aaron and Gail, okay, ERIN or AARON, significant. And Gail, GAYLE or GAIL, Gail. And so in 2025, okay, just short of a year ago, Divine Source was like, it's time for you to go. Okay? I already had a passport. Divine was like, it's time for you to go. And Divine Source guided me to Southeast Asia. And again, I arrived in Southeast Asia, in Malaysia specifically, on 5/5 of 25. 5 times 5 is also 25. So I arrived in Malaysia on 5/5 of 25, and I've been traveling in Southeast Asia since that time. So to answer your question, how did I end up in Nam? That is the short story. That is the story of how I ended up in Vietnam. Okay? Okay? It might be meant for you, those of you who are losing everything, it might be meant for you to release those things, okay? It might be meant for you to release those things, okay? Yeah, you're welcome, okay? Again, my life is a demonstration, okay? I've come to recognize that and receive that and embrace that. My life is a demonstration. The man that I thought who was my father when I was growing up, he took my first wife when I was serving in the United States Army, okay, overseas in Germany, okay? He manipulated and used witchcraft on my first wife and took our daughter, okay? Okay, and so again, and I don't look at that as a downfall. I don't look at that as, oh man, I don't look at that as, oh no, I don't look at that as anything other than an opportunity for Divine Source to shine their light and prove who they really truly are. Okay? So, yeah, I don't look at that as anything else because today, okay, I stand in great strength. I stand in great might. Okay? And nothing scares me. Okay? Nothing. Not a dumbass coming into this live, okay, saying some stupid ass shit. Okay, I am not politically correct, in case you haven't figured that out from the throat chakra. I am not politically correct. So for those of you, okay, confirmation, for those of you, okay, who are tender-hearted, this may not be the channel for you. I am not politically correct, okay? I speak the truth, and I speak it in a very clear, resonating energy, okay? So again, if you don't like what's being said here, get the fuck out. I speak that clearly because I have a great sense of humor. I'm extremely witty, but I'm not fucking around about my energy, and I'm not fucking around about my journey. So, yeah. A Gail friend in Arizona. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, Carrie. Okay. Hell yeah, best policy. You want to know if it's the best policy? You go ahead and be the dumbass. You go ahead and be the dumbass that allows individuals back into your life that divine sources had come out or cut off. Okay? You be the dumbass that allows karmic ass motherfuckers back into your life, and you wonder why you repeat the same cycles energetically over and over again. You want to know if that's the best policy? It's the best policy for this ascended master. It's the best policy for this, okay, Aquarian gospel. It's the best policy for this one, okay? It's the best policy for this one, so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. If you want to let motherfuckers back into your energy that divine has said cut off, do whatever the fuck you want to do. This is my policy. Again, you can keep your ass in here or you can check out. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay? I only want the true ones. I only want the strong ones. I only want the high vibrational ones. So, it's up to you. Okay? It's up to you. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull some angel numbers. We have the first angel number out here. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. 55, 55. What have I been saying about my journey? Okay? This resonates with someone. Someone's a Taurus. Okay? 55, 55 also is 2020. Okay? So I want to encourage you to look back into 2020. Look back into 2020, okay, and see where you were. That's 6 years ago, okay? That was the beginning of the pandemic, worldwide pandemic. That was a government conspiracy. 2020, look back into 2020, 20 years ago, 2020 or 2006. Where were you? Where were you? Okay? Yeah, 2020 was full on for sure. For sure. Most of the divine beings, okay, awakened between 2017 and now. Most of the divine beings on this planet, confirmation burp, awakened between 2017 and now. Okay? I am also a kidney transplant recipient. I carried three blood filters today because of witchcraft. Witchcraft caused an autoimmune virus called IgG4 nephropathy. You can look it up, IgG4 nephropathy. There is no man-made cure for that renal virus, okay, kidney virus. I was on dialysis for 4.5 years. I received a blood filter on 7/7/17. There is no motherfucker, no karmic energy on this planet that can deny that. I have the fucking paperwork. I have the medical records. There is no one. I don't care what roach comes into here and doubts what I'm saying. There is no motherfucker that can come in here and doubt or denounce is a better word, denounce what I am saying. That kidney transplant was received on 7/7/17. Okay? There's nobody on this planet, because there are veteran administration medical records that say Nehru received a kidney transplant on 7/7/17. There is no one that can denounce that. There is no roach that can come in and say, no, you didn't, no, you, that's a lie, no, not a one. Because there's physical proof. And I today carry 3 blood filters. Okay? Yeah. Period, point blank. Divine source, Aravat. We invite you in. The ancestors that are tuning in at this time, okay? Of those collective that are listening, ancestors of the celebrities. We have celebrity energy that tunes in all of the time, okay? More than 75% of the listeners on this channel are private accounts because they are CIA, DEA, FBI, okay, Interpol, or investigative agencies of other countries. More than 75% of our subscribers and listeners, okay, are secret accounts. So in addition to the 5555, we have 181818. Okay? So, yeah. Okay? Divine is speaking something about a not here for a mere circumstance, okay, occasion. Divine is speaking right now about something about a not here for a mere circumstance, occasion, okay? We are not human beings experiencing a spiritual life, okay? We are Give me just 1 second while I delete this dumbass off my fucking channel. Excuse me. Give me just one moment. Okay? We are spiritual beings, okay? Here for a reincarnation. You have been here another lifetime. You have been here before. 16th century, 4th century, okay? 18th century, 19th century. You have been here before. That is how you can explain, and that is the only justification truly for deja vu, is that you've been here before. Okay? So if you're experiencing deja vu moments in your life at this time, deja vu, it's because you've been here before. Okay? We're going to shuffle the angel numbers and get another. I see 55555 as clarity and 1818 as willpower. Okay? I do not resonate with the name Jesus, okay? They were not Latin. They were not Latin, okay? And I'm going to give you some proof, okay? Because there are, okay, those of you that are climbing out confirmation. There are those of you that are climbing out of religion. You need some proof. So I'm going to give you some proof. I'm going to ask a question. Is the real name of Christ Jesus? Okay? Take a listen. So for those of you who are coming out of religion, okay, and you continue to call them Jesus, Jesus, okay, I got some information for your ass. Okay? All right? Yeshua, the native name is Aramaic. Yeshua is Aramaic. Issa is Arabic. Arabic. Okay? The name of Jesus was originally starting to be used in the 16th, late 16th and 17th century. So, for those of you who call their name Jesus, okay, yeah, their name is not Jesus. They were not Latin. They were not Spanish. They were not from Spain, okay? They were not Italian, okay? Their name is Issa or Yeshua. Issa or Yeshua is their name. They are an ascended master. Let me go ahead and confirm that for the dumbasses in the back. Who are the ascended masters? Let me ask it a different way. Names of the ascended masters. Okay, so let's take a look, shall we? Let's take a look. Okay. Names of the ascended masters. Okay. Saint Germain. Okay. Count Saint Germain. Jesus. Okay. That is Yeshua. They have their name listed as Jesus, but that's not their name. Okay. Mother Mary, the one who gave birth to Yeshua. The one who gave birth to Yeshua. Okay. Kuan Yin. El Moya. Okay. Kathuni or Kathumi. Okay. Buddha, okay? And there's also another, okay? And that is Helena Blavatsky. Helena Blavatsky. So Buddha, Ascended Master. Helena Blavatsky, Ascended Master. Yeshua or Issa, the one known as the only begotten Son, is an Ascended Master. Okay? Amongst others. Saint Mary, the one who birthed them. So, again, yeah. All right? Again, just to denounce all the karmic ass bullshit that people say. Okay? So again, we have angel numbers out here in addition to the 5555. Okay? We have 1818. We have 8888. 8888. Okay? That is 32. We have 1919 and we have 9999 angel numbers. Why do you say they when you're sure? I'm not sure I understand your question. You might want to rephrase that. Let's go ahead and pick up on, I'm looking at a catfish, okay? Catfish energy, catfish energy, catfish, searching, seeking, whom they may devour, a catfish energy. This could be a charmer, okay? Catfish energy, okay? Someone who comes in, they look good, they smell good in the physical, in the 3D. They look good, they smell good, okay? They perpetrate themselves as a divine being, as someone who hears from Most High, okay? As someone who is aligned. We got energy from the UK. Okay? Why do I say they instead of him? Okay? Because they have multiple spirits, okay? Just like you and I, okay? So this is not your first reincarnation here, okay? So when I say they, okay, instead of him, I speak of divine masculine and divine feminine energy. We are every single being today. There are 1.4 something billion people on this planet. Today, we are all masculine and feminine energy. We carry both masculine and feminine energy. So that is why I say they. Divine source could only create after themselves. A apple tree cannot create a pear. Correct? Or a banana. Okay? Or a guacamole. Okay? They can only produce after themselves. So divine source is both masculine and feminine energy. That is why I say they. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you so much for a great question. Thank you so much for a great question. Okay? Divine source, we rocking and rolling. Okay? Divine source, we're rocking and rolling. Okay? Okay? We are the masters of our own energy. Okay? Divine source, what is it that you would like to share at this time? Again, this will not be a very long reading because I have other obligations. We will be going live with the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua on the Shadow Band channel here on YouTube. That is Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. If you would like to know where that channel is, there is a tab or not a tab. There's a community post, okay, that you can go take a look at. And at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can tune into that channel, okay, and be a part of our journey through the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua. Currently, Yeshua, or Jesus as they call them, is in India. Okay, India. Okay, give me just one moment, okay? We have death on the floor, okay? Pills and the fool in reverse. thank you so much for your patience. Let me check the messages here real quick. Okay. So we have a couple of cards that have come out here. We have Eight of Swords message. Okay. We'll pull that. We'll read that message. Okay. Again, as I mentioned before. Okay. I left for a moment. We have the Death card. Okay. Death card. We have a pill. This could be pill addictions. Okay. Dependency on prescriptions. Okay. Something that I want you to know. Those of you that are tuned in, something that I want you to know, every doctor, every psychiatrist, every psychologist, okay, that is licensed in your country is a legal drug dealer. A legal drug dealer. Every doctor that can write a prescription. Every nurse that can write a prescription. Every psychiatrist that can write a prescription, every psychologist that can write a prescription is a legal authorized drug dealer. You want to know why? The medical field, okay? You want to know why? It is a multi-billion-dollar industry, billion with a B. You want to know why? Because they have licensed drug dealers who write you prescriptions for Xanax, for Axiom, for opioids, whatever. You know what I mean? For aspirin. Okay? Again, I am a kidney transplant recipient. Kidney transplant recipient. I left the hospital in 2017 with 17 different pills to take twice a day. 2 years late, or I don't know how many ever years later, okay? I take no prescription medications today, okay? I receive no VA medications today, no VA prescriptions today, no nothing, and I haven't for more than 2 years. When divine does something, divine does it completely. Healing completely, full healing, not halfway, okay? Not part way so that you are dependent on hypertension medication, not halfway so that you still have to go back to the doctor, not halfway. When divine source, the one who created you, the one who gives you breath, that is the pneuma, P-N-E-U-M-A, that is the pneuma that you breathe, divine source, Erevat, the Alpha and Omega. When they do something, they do it completely. So in this physical body today, there is no pills needed, no manufactured, no man-made anything that is needed. Do you understand me? Some of you are here to heal those things that have continued to end physical lives in your bloodline. Bloodline does not mean family. Some of you are here to heal the things that have ended lives at 50, 60, 30, 20, 35. You wonder why someone dies of cancer at 35? Karmic illness. You wonder why someone dies of hypertension at 44? Karmic illness. You, high vibrational energies, you are here to heal those bloodlines. Okay? So, what else do we have out here? We have the Five of Wands out here, so a combative energy, arguing, okay? This could be the karmics, okay? This could be the karmics. Those of you who are still arguing with them, fighting with them, okay? Those of you who are still arguing with them, fighting with them, okay? Excuse me for just 1 second while I delete a karmic ass motherfucker off this channel. Okay? And yeah, so the Five of Wands energy, okay? They are now fighting amongst themselves because they have no choice. Okay? Divine source, what else do you have for us out here? Okay? At 7:25, what else do you have for us out here? Divine source. Divine source, anything else? Ooh, we have a vomiting Cupid in reverse. Woo, woo. Okay. This is someone that you left. Okay. Someone that you left and they are now regretting their choice. They are now realizing that you are the real divine masculine. You are the real divine feminine. Okay. Even if you weren't fully in that energy when you were with them, here is someone who is vomiting out of regret, vomiting out of regret. Okay? Let me delete another dumbass motherfucker. Okay? Excuse me for just 1 second. Okay? All right? So, this is someone right here, okay, who is vomiting because they now realize, okay, yeah, I kicked their ass out. That's why they left. Okay, I kicked their ass out. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands out here, someone who speaks the truth, someone who speaks the truth, someone who is about truth. Okay, this could be an energy that's coming towards you. Okay, this could be an energy that's coming towards you. An investigator. This channel was created for investigators. Okay. And again, investigators all over the world, not just in America. Okay? All right? So, divine source, again, this is going to be a very quick reading. We're going to take the angel numbers that we have here. I will read the angel number messages when they come out here in the stack. Someone's name could be Linda. Someone's name is Amber. Something about a Will. Something about a William. Something about a Williamson. Something about a Williams. Something about a Will County. Let's go ahead and see what divine wants to reveal at this time. Okay. Again, if you would like to be a part of the Zoom class in alchemy and learning about energy frequencies, how to alchemize energy, sacral energy, root energy, okay? Heart chakra energy, solar plexus energy, crown chakra energy, 10th chakra energy, known as the universal star, or universal chakra. If you would like to learn about those things, we will be conducting a class in approximately 12 and a half hours via Zoom. Please send an email to nehruptah@gmail.com. Let me get rid of another roach. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. Again, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel. I don't say what I say just to say it. Because I am not on at this time typically, I will show you picture proof that I am who I say that I am, and that is who I am. Okay? I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Let me go ahead and show you a picture. Okay? I am who that I say that I am. And again, do not shy away from who you are, collective. Do not shy away from who you are. Okay? I am an empath and a healer. I've healed myself of seizures at the age of 8. Physically speaking, I was born with the umbilical cord wrapped around the neck and the left arm. So man did not want me to speak. And man did not want me, or demonic energy did not want me to work. Okay? Okay? This picture was taken, okay, by a divine being, some being, spiritual animal, spiritual deity, angel, okay, of some sort, okay, when I was on my Job experience in 2000, I don't know, 23, 24, something, okay, I was doing a video on YouTube and a spirit being took this picture. This is an unedited picture, an unedited picture. Do you see my right arm? Do you see, I shouldn't even say my, do you see the right arm? Okay? So when I say, excuse me, it timed out, okay? Give me one moment. Okay? When I say that I am extraterrestrial, collective, that is who I am. Okay? Okay? So someone said, I hope they find the individual who stole my identity. Okay? The only way, okay, first the spiritual, then the natural, the only way that you will be assured that they will locate, find, and bring to justice, okay, what is due to you, okay, and bring to justice the karmic asses, okay, that stole your identity, is if you continue your spiritual journey. That is the only way, okay? That is the only way. Let me delete another quick ass out of the live, okay? That is the only way, okay? So if you are not meditating, if you are still fucking other individuals, giving away your sacral energy, and you are still hoping that divine source blesses you, okay? If you are still hoping that divine source brings justice to you, okay? But you are still out here acting in karmic ways, justice will not come to you. That is 100% guaranteed. That is 100% guaranteed. Divine will only bring justice through upright, pure heart, clean hands individuals. So if you're still fucking karmic asses out here, men or women, okay? If you are still fucking dark entities, divine source will not bring justice to you. So you can hope all you want to, but if you are not doing the spiritual work, all of your hoping is in vain. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. Okay? We have Biblical Secrets Untold. Hello, Biblical Secrets Untold. Okay? Again, in 12 and a half hours, okay, we will be on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel, going through the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua when they were a teenager. They were a teenager, okay? Ministers all around the world this morning, Sunday morning, they will be saying that they were subject to their parents for 18 years, from the age of 12 to 30, and then suddenly and abruptly, they started their ministry. That is a bunch of bullshit. Bullshit. They were traveling to all different countries, Pakistan, whatever that country was called back then. They were meeting with Vedic priests. They were meeting with Brahms priests. They were meeting with Indian priests, okay? They were traveling and they were learning and they were teaching untold biblical secrets. Yeah. 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 Okay? What's up? Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? To the one who says thank you. Okay? Again, I'm not typically on at this time of day. On the Queen of Wands, okay? On the Queen of Wands, that is someone who speaks the truth. Listen, watch the next message that comes out here. This says, Joe Biden's family is dealing with karma due to his manipulation. Joe Biden is the predecessor to President Trump in the United States of America. Former President Joe Biden is dealing with karma due to his manipulation while he was president of the United States of America. The United States of America is looking more and more like the divided states of America. We have Baltimore. Cupid is sick, puking, okay? So there's someone who is lovesick because you left, lovesick because you cut them off, lovesick because they no longer have access to your energy. And we have the names Rosalind or Roz. Rosalind, Roz. Rosalind and Roz. Someone is lovesick because they no longer have access to your energy. Rosalind, Roz. Rosalind could be in Baltimore. Rosalind could be involved with someone in Baltimore, or Rosalind is bringing this to the light. Next, we have Kama Sutra energy. Kama Sutra energy. Kama Sutra energy. Kama, I say karma. Kama Sutra. Kama, K-A-M-A. Kama Sutra energy. Sacral energy. On the Fool card, walk away from what no longer serves you. Walk away from what no longer serves you. Let me delete a dumbass off this channel again, okay? Again, on the weekends, they come out in droves. On the weekend, they come out in droves. And we have Lavina was killed by a higher ranked enlisted soldier or non-commissioned officer. Investigators take a look. This is a 2005 murder case. 2005. Okay. So, Kama Sutra, okay? Do your sacral protection work. Again, if you don't know what sacral energy is, if you don't understand chakras, if you don't understand balancing all 114 of those out, you might want to be a part of our Zoom class that's happening at 8 p.m., okay, Eastern Standard Time today, Sunday. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday. Again, that is conducted via Zoom. Okay? We have a narc or narcissist or someone who is on narcotics. Okay? Energy out here. We have 8 of Swords. Okay? 8 of Swords. Energy out here with a narc. Okay? I'm going to read this message to you. This says, I didn't follow my own inner guidance, and now I feel stuck in the mud. It's hard to see a way out when everyone says this is normal. Okay? For those of you who do not know, okay? For those of you who do not know, my good luck means fuck you, for those of you who do not know, okay? Someone who was in their 60s or someone who was born in the 60s, okay? Someone who was immature, they could be 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And spiritually, they are immature, okay? Someone who refused or did not want to awaken spiritually. Okay. Next, we have Grace, Faye, Belinda, Brenda. Divine said turn the card over, and Angela. Angela, Grace, Faye, Belinda, Brenda. Okay? Grace, Faye, Belinda, Brenda, Angela. That is on one side of the 1919 investigators. Okay? They could be born on January 19th. Any of these energies out here, first, middle, last name, Angela, Grace, Belinda, or Brenda. Born on the 19th of any month, January, July, August, September, November, September, August, July, April, born on the 19th. This says, I allow my relatives to have sex with my daughter. I allow my relatives to have sex with my daughter. Oh, son or daughter. Okay. 1919. So let's go ahead and read this angel message. 1919 is for cycles, okay? Karma or dharma, depending on what side of the fence you're on, karma or dharma will be paying you a visit. Release the need to control because you cannot force things. Learn your lessons so that you don't repeat them in the future. Make some space for new experiences. Okay? Confirmation for a dad's year being in 1919. You know something that's surprising to me when I look at the YouTube analytics? The majority, speaking of a father born in 1919, the majority of my listeners are 60 and older. The majority of the listeners on this channel, the Real Psychic Investigators, are 60 and older. Thank you so much for tuning in, Yaya. Good to see you, Sugar. Okay? You are the first of the regulars that I recognize. Okay? Because I'm not usually on at this time of the day. You know that, Yaya. But you also know that we have other obligations, okay, that are coming up here that I will be sharing, okay, here on this Sunday. Okay? So, yeah. Okay. So someone's involved in incest, allowing their relatives, okay, to hump on, stick in, whatever, their son, their daughter. Okay? Yeah. Okay. What's up, Justice League? Okay? All right. Again, so now I'm starting to see some regulars in here, some regulars. It is 7:44 in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, in the evening, 7:44. Let's take a look at that angel number. Angel number 744. Angel number 744 is a powerful message of divine guidance, reassurance, and validation that you are on the right path. Hot damn, is that not what the card says right here? Come on now, everybody, raise your hands and cheer. Divine is right here, waking all of you up. Eravat, yeah, we are the stuff. Don't try to deny karmic ass roaches. They sit in the background wishing they were us's. Don't even try to turn back and look around. They know who you are. Yeah, they try to clown. Here we are right now rhyming as we do. Eravat is the one. That's the one that's true. 744. A powerful message of divine guidance, reassurance, and vibration that you are on, validation that you are on the right path. Okay? It encourages trusting your inner wisdom, maintaining patience, and knowing that your angels are supporting your efforts to manifest your goals and secure your future. Secure your future. Okay? So, thank you, Divine Source. Okay? Thank you, Divine Source. Okay? Game over. Okay? I always love it when Justice League sends that game over energy. I always love it. Okay? And anyone else who sends it. He sends it. They send it most often. Okay? Game over. Game over. Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay? Next, okay, we have Lauren, Helga, and Madison. Okay? Lauren, Helga, and Madison. Madison. In the United States, there is a Madison, Wisconsin. Okay? A Madison, Wisconsin. Dairy farms. Someone could own a cow. Someone could own land, pastures, cow. Okay? Someone could be fat as a cow. No condemnation. Okay? But you are meant to heal obesity in your family. You are meant to heal obesity in your family. Lauren, male or female, there are males on this earth with the name Lauren. Okay? Okay? Lauren, Helga, and Madison is on one side of the pills, and we got Eastern Stars, baby. We got Eastern Stars, baby. Eastern Stars, okay? One of the more commonly known secret societies, Eastern Stars, Lauren Hill, Eastern Stars, Hill, okay? With Helga, okay? Eastern Stars. One of the more common known secret societies. For those of you who are new listeners, we had, I don't even know, 4 or 5 different secret societies that came out in the last live. Okay, we had Bohemian Club that's responsible for the bombing of creation of the atomic bomb and the bombing of Hiroshima. We had the Black Hand Secret Society come out, okay? So, yeah. Santiago, Pablo, and Zoe. Santiago, Pablo, and Zoe. Thank you so much, Divine Source, for these confirmations for those that are tuning in. Okay? Give me just one moment while I delete another karmic ass, okay, off this channel. On the 1818, okay, January 8th, January 18th, 8181, okay, August 1st, let's take a look, or someone born on the 18th, Santiago, Pablo, and Zoe. We got willpower, okay, wow, this card says, significant events are on the cards for you. These cards, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will put you on your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. Destined for greatness. Okay? If you suffer from self-esteem, low self-esteem, okay, that is your solar plexus being attacked or you not doing the spiritual work that needs to be focused on your solar plexus chakra. Okay? So you need to up your Mamba and Mambasita energy. You need to work on that if you deal with anxiety, low self-esteem. Oh, I'll never get back. Oh, I'll never. Oh, I'll never. If you're in that energy, you need to awaken your solar plexus chakras, okay? And you need to do solar plexus chakra energy retrieval. Okay? Because you have everything. You have everything that you need. Okay? We got I-10, Interstate 10, someone born in 2010, okay? 1910. You're welcome, okay? I-10, Interstate 10, Highway 10, Road 10, okay? Whatever, Junction 10, somewhere in the world, I-10, Interstate 10, Highway, again, or name, Ivan 10, Ian 10, Irving 10, Irwin 10, 10 with an I, 10 with an I. We got the death energy out here, okay? We got the death energy out here and asthma. Someone can't breathe, okay? Someone's being suffocated, claustrophobic energy. Someone can't breathe, claustrophobic energy, okay? Suffocated spiritually because you finally took your energy away. Suffocated because they were ghosting you and you finally ghosted them once and for all. I-10. Okay? I got pregnant by your close or best friend. I got pregnant by your close or best friend. This is a false or fallen lover energy right here. I got pregnant by your close friend or your best friend. This is what they're arguing about because we have the Five of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Five of Wands energy. Okay? Five of Wands energy. And we have thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Okay? As above, so below, so here, so here. Okay? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Someone in this energy got pregnant by someone's best friend. Okay? Someone's bestie. Okay? Somebody. Yeah, that's definitely a Jezebel energy. For damn sure. For damn sure. That's definitely a Jezebel energy. Okay? There is no good best friend, upright best friend, okay, that's fucking on someone that you have been with. There is no, I don't care how long you've known each other, there is no upright friend that would be fucking on someone that you have been with. Even if this individual approached them, they'd be like, what? You're my best friend's girlfriend. You were my best friend's fiance. You were my best friend's boyfriend. You were my best friend's what? No, get away from me. Like, there is no upright friend that would fuck their best friend's boyfriend or girlfriend. There is no upright friend. So if this is happening right here, okay, if this resonates for you, okay, I hope you've already dismissed both of they dumbasses. Okay, I hope you've already dismissed both of they dumbasses. I hope so. Okay, they could be now arguing over whatever this is about. Okay, whatever this is about. Alexis Chocolate, government corruption. Looking at Alexis Chocolate, government of corruption. Alexis could be dark-skinned, chocolate, okay, all right, and government corruption. Cuba, Cyprus, Congo, okay, Cuba, Cyprus, Congo, Cuba, Cyprus, Congo. Okay? This resonates with the last psychic investigation reading. We had a body that was left on Interstate 95, Highway 95, Road 95, Junction 95. Okay? We had a message that came out here that said, my body is left on Interstate 95 in the last psychic investigation reading. Okay? Give me a moment while I delete another karmic, block another dumbass from this channel. Give me a moment. Okay? Yeah, you were guided here, okay, to the one who said, I'm glad I found you, okay? So, Congo, Cuba, someone could be Cuban, they could be in the United States. Miami is known as North Cuba. Miami, Florida is known as North Cuba. North Cuba investigators, somebody could be stalling out in North Cuba, Miami, Florida. Cyprus, Cypress Garden, Cypress Hill, music group Cypress Hill, Cypress Gardens, okay? Congo, Africa, okay? Conga line, okay? Doom, 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 Conga line, okay? 9999 lessons learned. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, okay? We're going to go ahead and read these messages right here, okay, as I show you Cuba, Cyprus, Congo, okay, and something, again, resonating with I-95, okay? So we have lessons learned, okay? Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive toward your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. High vibrational beings, okay? You made it and the reward goes to you, baby, okay? So, no need to repeat karmic ass cycles anymore, okay? No need for the same teacher to show up wearing a different pair of pants or a different skirt. You have learned your lesson. Now it's time to move on. Okay? So Lisa, okay, just like Regina King, okay, Lisa, I'm sure you know Regina King, her son took himself out last year. His name was Ian, okay, so that's another I, okay, another I, okay, Ian, okay, he took himself out, okay, Ian, I said last year, I don't think it was last year, but Regina King, okay, 227, okay, actress, okay, she's also in the healing process. You should embrace that healing process, okay? Nobody needs to feel sorry for Lisa. That is the wrong energy. That is the wrong energy to send to be in with Lisa. That is the wrong energy. We need to allow Lisa time to heal, okay? Time to mourn. And then at that point, come on, Lisa, get your ass up. It's time to step back into it, okay? And be the mambacita that you were meant to be, Lisa, okay? After the mourning period, it's time to step up. Regina King, after a time, it's time to step up. Regina honors Ian today. She speaks of him, okay, in high vibrational energy today, okay? So Lisa, take on Regina King's energy. Time for you, Lisa, to cherish the memories that you had with that son in this lifetime and recognize that they have their own journey. They have their own Akashic records. Lisa, yeah, when you're done with your mourning period, then It'll be time to alchemize and turn that water into wine. Then it will be time to alchemize and turn that water into wine. Those tears into something beneficial. Okay? Check the garbage again, investigators. You're welcome, Lisa. Check the garbage again. Check the garbage again. Check the garbage again. Investigators. Check the garbage again. Check the garbage, investigators. Check the garbage again. I don't know why I'm laughing about that. On the 55, again, that's 20. Okay? Investigators need to check the garbage. The address could be 20 something. The address could be 2020. The address could be 2021, 2025, 2026, 2820. Okay? Investigators, you need to check the garbage again somewhere. And we have the name or something associated with blank. Blank. Investigators could be drawing a blank until they come across this message. Investigators could be drawing a blank until they come across this message. Check the garbage again, investigators. Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for saying hi. Blank, someone's name, blank. Check the garbage again. Someone's last name could be blank, Blankenship, Blankenship. Okay? Somebody. On the 555, I'm going to hold these messages up here and read the angel number to you. Okay? Angel number 555. Somebody confirmed 555 a moment ago in the chat. Clarity. You aren't a victim of the circumstances you have gone through. Rather, you are the beneficiary. Somebody needs to put that in the chat. That needs to be an affirmation. I am not a victim. I am the beneficiary. I am not the victim. I am a beneficiary. I am not the victim. I am a beneficiary. I am not the victim. I am a beneficiary. Somebody needs to write that down, and every day you wake up, every night before you lay your physical head down, somebody needs to say, I am not the victim. I am the beneficiary. Okay? If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull, meaning you would just be dragged around. Okay? You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift, to see yourself as the beneficiary and not the victim. Everything is working out for the best at long last. You are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. I am the beneficiary. I am not the victim. I am the beneficiary. I am not the victim. When we come through with esoteric wisdom, they be running, they be scrambling, they be wondering, wishing and wishing. Don't be trying to figure out what we doing, how we go. They know who you are, and they show by their ways, by words, and by their actions. Here we go, Eravat. Here we go. They're tragic. Every time they try to come at us with darkness, here we go, Eravat. You are the madness. Secret Hotel Rendezvous. This is the last card, okay? This is the last card in the stack. Secret Hotel Rendezvous. Okay? Blankenship is I knew somebody was going to confirm Blankenship. I knew somebody was going to confirm Blankenship. Baby, We looked up ascended masters earlier, and on the last card in the stack for this psychic investigation, we have one. We looked up collective, those of you who were tuned in at that time, we looked up on this live ascended masters, and Count Saint Germain was on the list. And here we are with Count Saint Germain. Okay? Give me 1 second while I delete another karmic ass dumb motherfucker off the channel. Okay, what's up, area? We are finishing up this. I'm not typically on at this time, as you know, area. Okay, but I wanted to go ahead and connect with the energy. I wanted to connect with others, okay, who might be available energetically this time of the day. I wanted to connect with them before we go into other things. Again, we'll be sharing the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua on the Shadow Band channel in what time is it? 27:08. So in less than 2 hours, okay, we will be sharing, okay? We will be sharing, going live on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. Right now we are in chapter 34 or so, okay? And Yeshua is like 19, 20, 18 years old, somewhere in there, and they are in India. So for those of you who are raised like I was raised and taught, that Yeshua was subject to their parents between the ages of 12 and 18, and all of a sudden, they got a ministry out of nowhere at the age of 30. They just pulled it out their ass. That is a lie. We are going live with the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua, the Christ, at 10 o'clock, 2 hours from now, on Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. Again, that is the Shadow Band channel here on YouTube. I hope to see some of your faces there, okay? But the last message out here we have in the Ascended Master, as we looked them up earlier, Ascended Master, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, and nice to see you as well, okay? Oh, okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I often take a nap after meditation as well, area. Okay? I often take a nap after meditating as well. Okay? Often during those times, I have extreme esoteric travel and dreams. Okay? Directly after meditating, I take a nap, and often I have extreme esoteric travels and that. Okay? Secret rendezvous, Archangel or Count Saint Germain, okay? The Ascended Masters are helping reveal this, okay? Helping reveal this, okay? Secret hotel rendezvous, okay? Fuck fests. Fuck fests. If you can't figure that out right now, I am not politically correct, in case you haven't figured that out. Fuck fests. Okay, I'm going to hold these two cards up here, okay, as usual, while I read this angel number. 8888, okay, that is a 32. Life path 2, life path 3, life path 5. Life path 5. Confirmation, Bert. Personal powers. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Okay? All that is good, okay, and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels, ascended masters included, angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. So maybe not tomorrow and maybe not next week, But you stay the course, and it is promised. It is guaranteed. It is reassured. It is firm. Okay? Confirmation, dog barks. Okay? Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. That is your soul tribe members coming in. Use it for the greater good. Personal powers on the 8888. Someone could be 32, 8 times 4. Someone could be born on August 8th. August 4th could be significant for you. Okay? So we are going to go ahead and summarize this psychic investigation reading. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel. I don't say shit just to say it because I'm not here for a popularity contest. Okay? I am not here for a popularity contest. If I was here for a popularity contest, you would be able to send me super thanks. If I was here for a popularity contest, I would be involved in YouTube's monetization program. If I was here for a popularity contest, I would be doing shit just to bring in views. Obviously, that is not that is not why I am here, okay? Because those who are, okay, they would never say, fuck you, get off my channel. Those who are in it for the money. Those who are in a popularity contest, okay? They would not be blocking 5, 6, 7, 10, 12 motherfuckers every live if they were in it for a popularity contest. Okay? So let's go ahead and get the summary of this energetic psychic investigation read. Thank you so much, celebrities, for tuning in. Thank you so much, investigators that are in the upright, judges that are in the upright, that do not release demons back out into society before their full time is served. Thank you so much, judges that do not release karmic ass victims, or victimizers. You know, so you sentence somebody for 10 years, you release their ass after 2. You sentence them to 20 years, you release their ass back into society after 8 years. To the judges that stick to their rulings, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay? I am. I am area. Thank you for saying that. I am. I have no problem. Again, divine source over time in history has shown that they will do more with five faithful, clean heart, pure heart, clean hands individuals than a man or a woman can do with 5,000. Divine has shown time and time again how he will take a David energy and defeat a Goliath. Divine has shown it time and time and time again. Why do motherfuckers continue to think that they can be demonic, be satanic, and use witchcraft to defeat Most High? I will never know. I will never know. Time and time and time again, Divine has proven that he will take someone who is yay big and defeat the giants. I don't know how many times Divine has to continually prove himself. I don't know. They just don't get it. The devil is a dumbass, illiterate spiritually. They know the Bible, but the devil, demonic energy, Lilith energy, is a dumbass, illiterate spiritually. Why the fuck would you continue to come against divine source when you know that it only takes the faith the size of a mustard seed to move a mountain? Why? Against? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they do. They do. Okay? Why? Why? Okay? Why? I don't know. Okay? I don't know who's That's a very good point. The ego will definitely, and there's something I'm going to be sharing in our class area. Are you signed up for the class? I don't know if I've ever received an email from you, area. I hope you're signed up for the class, for the alchemy class that's happening in an hour and 65 to 70 minutes. So whatever, whatever. All right, 2 hours and 10 minutes, whatever, hour and 50 minutes, however, on Zoom. Again, if you want to be a part of that class, that is done via Zoom, okay? Email me, Nehrupatah, Nehrupatah, @gmail.com, okay? So let's go ahead and summarize. Summarize this. We have secret hotel rendezvous, fuck fests, Count Saint Germain ascended master energy. Okay. We have check the garbage investigators. Check the garbage. This could also be the garbage disposal forensic teams around the world. This could also be the garbage disposal. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I look forward to whatever email, okay? I think it would be great, okay, if you chose to be a part of that Zoom class area again. Because here, at least energetically, I sense that you've contributed so much to the channel, and there are karmics that put on a mask, okay? There are karmics that put on a mask, okay? Blank name or something about blank, okay? They could be drawing a blank, like what in the hell, what in the Sam Hill, what in the world, what in the whatever, okay? They could be drawing a blank as to what to do next, okay? We have Cuba, someone's Cuban, we have Cyprus, and we have Congo, okay? Next, we have I got pregnant by your best friend, close friend, okay? I got pregnant by your best friend, close friend, okay? So that could be a sibling. That's what I was thinking when that horn honk happened, okay? So this best friend, close friend could be a sibling of yours, okay? They got your ex pregnant, okay? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done as above, so here, Here, so here, HEAR, so SOW, so here, HERE, so here. Okay? I don't know. Cyprus, however it resonates for you, okay? My job is not to know your journey, okay? My job is not to know your journey. I-10 or some name that starts with 10. They could have been born in 2010, 1910, okay? Or you, okay? Something about 10. Interstate 10, Highway 10, mile marker 10. Someone can't breathe, claustrophobic energy, someone having asthma attacks because of the truth that's coming out, that's being revealed, that's being someone's having a hard time breathing. You're welcome. Santiago, Pablo, and the Zoe. Eastern Stars, one of the more common cults. Eastern Stars. Lauren Helga Madison. First name, last name, middle name, Helga Madison, okay? And Lauren, male or female. I allow my relatives to have sex with my son or daughter. Incest energy. I allow my relatives to have sex with my son or daughter. So they allow a son, or they allow a brother to fuck on their daughter. They allow a brother to fuck on their son. They allow an aunt to fuck on their daughter. They allow an uncle to fuck on their daughter. Do I need to make it any more plain? That is sickening energy, any way you slice it. Oh my God, what are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? Angela, Angelique, Angelica, Grace, Faye, Belinda, Brenda, first, middle, last name. Okay? A narcissist or someone who's on narcotics, the name Ike starts with an I. We got I-95 out here, okay? I-90 or I-10, I said I-95. I-10, we got I-10 out here. So someone's first, middle, last name could be Ike. Ike, okay? Brutalized, Tina Turner, okay? Anna Mae Bullock, listen to the name. Anna Mae and Bullock. Sandra Bullock. Ike Turner, okay? Ike Turner, narcotics, okay? She ascended, she alchemized. That brutality, that abuse became Tina Turner, okay? And she set sail, okay? She set sail. She alchemized the abuse of Ike Turner, okay? Yeah. She was born on 11/26, Sagittarian sun sign. Anna Mae Bullock, born on 11/26. I would marry her today. I don't even know what our age difference is, okay? If she was here today and she was single today, I am 51 in the physical, I would marry Anna Mae Bullock, Tina Turner. I would marry her today. And she could be 80 years old. I would marry her today because age means nothing but a confirmation. I would marry her ass today, right now. There could be something about an age difference. 60s kids, 1960s, someone in their 60s who's immature, okay? They could be 65, 68, 61, 63, 67, 69, and just as childish spiritually and immature as a 2-year-old in the 3D. We got Karma Sutra energy. I want you to know that, Tina Turner, okay? I want you to know that, Anna Bullock. I want you to know that, baby, okay? I would marry your sweet ass today. I would marry your ass today, okay? I would. I just want you to know that, okay? I'm going to ask a question. I don't even know what the answer I don't even know what the answer is, but we're going to find out. Let me take a look at something, okay? I'll have to look up her 11/26/46, I think. Let's take a look. What year was Tina Turner born? Oh, 39. 39. 11/26/39. How many years between 11/26/39 and 11/29/74? Okay, let's take a look and see how many years between our natural birth this lifetime. Let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, that's not asking the question correctly. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and find this out just for synchronicity. I'm just curious. Okay. Be curious, collective, about your spiritual journey. Be curious. Okay. Be curious. All right. Okay, so I'll do it like this. Okay, 39 to 74. What is that? How many years between 1939 and 1974? So we are 35 years and 3 days apart. We are 35 years and 3 days apart. 353, okay? 353, okay? We are 35 years apart, okay? Rounded, okay? We are 35 years apart in that lifetime. Yeah, thank you so much for confirming. 35 years, okay? Karma Sutra Energy, Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones are 25 years apart. Those of you who follow Abraham Hicks, that truth speaker, okay, and that empath, that clairvoyant, okay, Abraham Hicks, okay, and Jerry Hicks were 22 years apart. Okay, Jerry has since ascended. Okay, Abraham Hicks and Jerry Hicks, 22 years apart. Okay, Karma Sutra Energy. Okay, Lavina was killed by a higher ranked enlisted soldier or NCO. That is a military case, JAG. Okay, they lied to her family, okay, in 2005 and told her it was a suicide, but there were bloody footprints outside of the tent, a broken nose, a broken jaw, and ligature marks around her neck. Okay, so let me ask you a very simple question, those of you that are tuning in and that comment. How is it that someone would have ligature marks around their neck, a broken nose, a broken jaw, and a black eye, and bloody footprints outside of the tent that their body was found in, and that be a suicide? Let me ask you a question, collective. Let me ask you a question, those who are willing to comment. Impossible. Hell to the fuck yeah, area. Hell to the fuck yeah, JAG, Judge Advocate General. Hell to the fuck yeah, FBI, CIA, DEA, President Trump, Kash Patel. Hell to the fuck yeah. Impossible. Impossible. Baltimore. Okay? Roz and Rosalind. We have Joe Biden's family is dealing with karma due to his manipulation. Hello. Okay? Whoop his ass. Archangels. Whoop his ass. Count Saint Germain and other ascended masters. Whoop his ass, Helena Blavatsky. Whoop his ass, Issa, Yeshua. Whoop his ass, Saint Mary. I heard a honk. Whoop his ass and his bloodline's ass. Okay? For all the karmic deeds he did while he was president of the United States and any other office that he held. Whoop his ass. Lastly, we have Biblical Secrets Untold. I hope to see you in the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua. I hope to see you. I hope to see you. I hope to see you in the Aquarian Gospel of Yeshua. Untold Biblical Secrets. Untold Biblical Secrets. Hot damn for a confirmation. Hot damn for a confirmation. I hope to see you there. Esoteric Guidance, Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. Okay? There is a post in the community tab or under the community tab for a link to that YouTube channel. Thank you so much, Collective. My name is Nehru. I am an extraterrestrial Earth Angel, and I am a Gaia Beacon. Here for the 10th and final time, I am a descendant of Yeshua. Shamanic Egyptian bloodline, okay? The name Nehru is Indian, given by my grandmother and great-grandmother who are from India this lifetime, okay? Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. For all of you who are regular listeners, both behind the scenes, investigators in the upright, judges in the upright, celebrities in the upright, okay? Thank you so much for all that you do on your journey, okay? In whatever territory, whatever star seeds that you've given birth to, whoever you are guardians over in this lifetime that are still under your authority. Thank you so much for showing them the light, showing them the right way, showing them that religion is nothing but death. Religion is an end to an end. That's all that religion is. Every denomination, National, Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, Seventh-day Adventist, they are all nothing but an end to an end. Spirituality and taking the journey by the horns is really truly the only true way to awakening. The three things that are necessary before I go: celibacy, isolation, and meditation. Thank you so much for everyone that's tuned in. I look forward to seeing you on the next time, whenever that is that I see you. Thank you so much, as always, and be encouraged.